You know what? I don't think people really understand how the deportation of immigrants is going to impact the new construction real estate market. So for those of you that don't know, I am a real estate agent, a licensed real estate agent of, it'll be 19 years this coming April. And as I was getting ready to start my work day today, as I was getting dressed, I started thinking like, wait a minute, I have a client that I'm taking to a new construction community today. What happens if my client goes under contract on a new construction property, meaning that we're going into a new construction community, they're going to pick a lot that they want their dream home built on, and then they're going to sign a contract, and typically within the contract there's going to be either a specific close date or an estimated close date as to when the home should be completed. Generally, the on-site salesperson is going to quote, we anticipate this home being done on or around 90 days out, 4 months out, just depending on if the slab has already been poured or depending on the size of the home, but they'll be able to give a roundabout estimated date as to when the home is going to close. The question and the concern that came to me was, well, how are they going to be able to do that if there is so much uncertainty surrounding whether or not they will have actual workers? Because what we do know is ICE is going to work sites, they're going to schools, they're going to any place that they believe potential illegal immigrants may congregate. And one of those places are new construction work sites. So if they're coming into these new construction communities to round up who they perceive to be illegal immigrants, builders have contracted these illegal immigrants to build these homes. If the builder doesn't have the workforce to actually build the homes, what does that do for a buyer? And although I haven't had any clients ask me that question, it's a real question, and it's a true reality of something that we're facing today with what we have going on in our world today under this new presidency. So I picked up the phone and called one of my friends who does work in the new construction space, and I asked her like, hey, I was just thinking as I'm getting dressed, what conversations are new builders, new construction home builders having with you all as their on-site sales agents? Are they having conversations with you guys about the realities and the potential that you guys will be delayed in delivering homes because you may lose your workforce, either from them being deported or them simply being scared to even come to work in fear of being deported? And she was like, well, you know what, Kiana, that's a great question. It's a really good question. However, she's like, we're not having conversations about it. I was like, really? And I was like, well, why do you think you guys aren't having conversations surrounding that? Because it is a huge reality, and it's something that I feel we all should be preparing for within the real estate space, so that we can set the proper expectations for our clients, so that they don't get pissed off and be like, well, it's taking forever. Because this isn't something that they may be thinking about in terms of the impact it can have. And she was like, look, we are doing business as usual. It's such a political conversation that I doubt that we will even delve into that unless somebody asks, but I can kind of see them kind of pushing the answer off because they don't want to, answer it. But she was like, just to simply answer it, it's just not a conversation that we're having right now. And I thought that was very interesting, because I know with a lot of my clients that I deal with, a lot of times they're purchasing new construction homes while they're also in the process of selling a home. So we're selling one home to transition into a new home. And if I can't create a seamless space for that to happen, then that means the buyer / seller isn't going to sell their home because they don't want to be homeless. They don't want to be displaced while they're in limbo with their new construction home. I just think it's something that is not being talked about a lot. And we know real estate in itself it drives our economy. It's a big part of our economy. As it relates to new construction home sales, right now, new construction home sales is carrying the real estate market right now, because with the resale space, a lot of sellers are just having an issue and it's taking a lot longer to offload resale homes because there aren't many incentives attached to resale homes as there are to new construction homes. Your new construction builders are able to buy down interest rates so that these prospective buyers can enter into these purchases with interest rates that, you know, make sense to them or that's a little more palatable to them, versus with resale homes, some sellers just aren't able to offer those type of incentives because they just don't have the cash to do it, or their net proceeds from the sale are very tight, and they just don't feel that they should have to do that for a buyer. So it's pushing a lot of buyers into the new construction space. And if we can't quote our buyers specific or roundabout close dates, that is concerning to me as a real estate agent, because I always want to be able to go into contracts and go into business with clients and help my clients, and you know, everything is kind of laid out. But I think this the deportation with ICE just coming into these work sites is going to present a huge issue. And I was wondering, like, if you're a real estate agent and you're watching this video, what are you telling your clients? If you work in new home sales, what are you telling the buyers and the agents that come into your communities? How are you guys going to address these real conversations going forward? Because I know I'm going to start asking these questions like I asked the agent today, and at this particular site, it was the same. We don't know. We haven't had a conversation. Right now, it's not an issue. It seems like they're going to be more reactive than proactive, and I don't think the proactive approach is going to be the best approach. But if you are a buyer looking to purchase a new construction home in the next year or so, and even beyond, are you thinking about this with these delays? Because with the delays in building the homes, if these immigrants, legal or illegal, are scared to come to work, we're going to have ghost construction sites. No product is moving. If no product is moving, no one's making money. If no one's making money, then now we're losing money. Now we got to go find a workforce to come out here and build these homes, which means we have to train them. Again, more money being lost. If more money is being lost, who are those losses going to be pushed upon? They're going to be pushed upon the consumer, you, the buyer, which means your entry level, the entry point for home ownership is going to increase. You guys are already complaining about housing prices are too high. They're going to get even higher if we don't have the workforce out there to be able to build these homes. So what do? How do we counteract it? How do we maneuver through this? Y'all drop in the comments and let me know what you guys think. What are some solutions? How can we work around this? And if you are someone that's looking to purchase a new construction home in 2025 and beyond, at least throughout the next 4 years, what are you going to do? Will this impact you? Will you still buy a home now? Y'all let me know. Let's talk about it.